Liberation Day. Liberation Day, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it looks. Ethereum down 11%. Trump token 11. Bearer 13. Hype 13. Bonk 11. Pi 7.5-ish. Crow 9%. I'm not even surprised at that. Jito down 10. Ton down 9. You get the point. And it's tariffs. That's what we've seen yesterday. If you have missed everything that happened and you didn't catch up, today is the time. I'm going to show you exactly what I think is happening, why I think things are happening, and why I do think that the bottom is most likely in. And I know it sounds crazy and people will call me crazy, and it's absolutely fine as well. But it is time. Guys, it's a pre-record. I couldn't be here live, but I'm going to bring you the best of the best of the best alpha. If you could just smash and obliterate the like button so it gets out there, the algo picks it up, even though it's not live. Truly appreciated. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I bring you the best alpha every single day here on Crypto Live and on X non-stop. So let's jump into the show. Number one, if you have missed what really happened, you can go down to the description to my X profile. You can just find it like this. And I wrote up, or we published a complete thread here on what the tariffs were. You can look through all the different tariffs that has been imposed. They are reciprocal, but they are discounted reciprocal. What does that mean? Trump announced that, for example, Moldova, I'm just saying this as an example, but let's just go back to China, for example, is the most important. You've got 67% tariffs charged to the USA, USA products, and the USA charges them 34%. That's on top of the 12%, so it's about 56% total or 54% total. European Union, 39%. There's a 20% added here. Vietnam, 90%. They get a 46%. Now, why is this even a question if it's good or bad or whatever? And the reason is because there was a discussion yesterday. If you have been on the show here, you know that we've been discussing whether it's going to be a 20% blanket tariff, was going to be 20% for everybody, is going to be 10% for everybody, and what is the worst case scenario? And the worst case scenario would have been more than, in my opinion, more than what the countries are charging. Now, they've been voicing this for a long time, and they said this is going to be reciprocal, which means that reciprocal means if you charge us 10%, we're going to charge you back 10%. Now, instead of full reciprocal, what they did is they charged 10% United States products in the United States, and now the United States charges them maybe 2% or 5% or 6%, so much less, 50, 60, 70% discount on the tariffs. So in my reading, it is a good news because compared to what they were saying, now everything is out on the open. And yesterday on the show, I discussed, in the evening on Crypto Banter, I discussed that now we know what it is. Now there is a cap, and this is the cap. They've been saying yesterday that this is going to be the cap. There's not going to be any more. If you look down here in the thread, again, it's worth reading the thread. Go down into the description and read it. It's actually quite cool. But he said that there is, where did he say it? According to the fact sheet, the odds of you, no, I don't know where it says it. Sorry, I don't know where you have to read the thread. But it says here, as they don't retaliate, it's here. As long as they don't retaliate, that's the ceiling. Now, I don't think countries will retaliate, and I don't think it's going to be something where they're going to just get in and start forcing the United States to remove tariffs and whatnot. I do think that the negotiations are going to start. And let me get back to this in a second because I want to talk about a couple of things before I continue with the whole tariff thing. One is, I call this perfectly. I'm not here to brag, but I'm very happy to see, like, on my, this is why it's worth turning on. I always tell you, turn on notifications on my X profile because I tweet about these and you could have made a killing on these long positions. If you look at this, I tweeted, always want to be on the elevator, which I talk about elevator up when you have big imbalances, very impulsive moves, and then very slow grind down. You always be on the elevator. And then I drafted this up here, and then this is exactly what happens. We came down and we had a massive pump. I'm very happy that I called this perfectly. Now, the thing is that the market didn't take this well. So even though we had a massive pump into it, we had a decent sell-off as well. About 200 billion lost in the crypto market, about 2 trillion in 15 minutes in the S&P. Some dark times, if you ask me. This is actually crazy. But I want to share with you one thing, and I always told you I'm very transparent. Like, this is why I also like my X profile, because I literally give you as it is. I'm not going to be pretending that I'm someone. I'm not going to pretend that I know something that I don't. So I just give it as it is. And I'm actually very pleased at myself because I told you 5 days ago on the show, and I was preparing for this. It's very simple. My trading strategy, I always trade with the trend. I aim to trade with the trend. If the trend is down, you short. And I've been telling it to everybody, and I've been doing it myself. We've been shorting for like from the very, very top. Again, if you go into my X, actually, it's actually quite crazy to see how many people also made money on these shorts. So if you just scroll lower here, like these are the shorts that we did coming down. I mean, I've been saying that it is shorting time. Now, comes yesterday and all the news and everything, and I get distracted. I'm on live with 9,000 people live, and I get distracted and I completely forgot the plan that I gave you. I'm gonna follow 5 days ago. This is on the show here, 5 days ago. Listen to what I said here, and I just really hope that you have followed the plan instead of listening to me yesterday on what I said on the scalps, because this was the right plan. This is why I actually have this set here. Do you see this alert here? That's because of that. So note that we're down at 273 trillion here. So if you look that's down here, 273. We're down here where was it? 273. We're down here. What chart is this? We're down at 273. Somewhere here. We're somewhere here. And I say we are going to come up to this region. No, we're here. 273. We're here. Where is that? I think it's here. Anyway, I was saying that if we're going to come up here, I'm going to take the short. Whenever we get back to this level and show a 15-minute market structure shift, wherever here, all the way up here, I actually think it can come all the way up here. Like it can anywhere here, anywhere above the 2. So I'm saying that it can come up to the 2.79 trillion. Look where it came back up. Look where it came back, all the way to the 285. And then it came back all the way to the 278. Exactly, the 278. Look at this. This is why I said 278. It comes up here, literally wicks through, and then shows a 5-minute very strong market structure shift, and even a 15-minute very strong, and even an hourly very strong market structure. No, not an hourly, but a 15-minute. This could not be clearer. It comes back to a 4-hour OB, and it sells off. This was the short of the. This is the moments you're waiting for. This here, literally this here, and I didn't take it. And the reason why I'm pissed at myself is because before it closed below, I was like on the live as well, I'm like, the news is actually not as bad as I thought it. I mean, I interpreted it as not as bad. The market obviously interpreted it differently. But I was pretty mad at myself because I was like, I just put my stop loss down here and I took a scalp long. And then it didn't start, and happily it got stopped out, so I didn't take all this hit. But in general, I'm pissed at myself, and it just shows you, and I just wanted to be human and come here and tell you that it's not only you who screw up in trading. Like, I've been doing this for a long fucking time, and I knew what the plan is. I knew exactly what is going to happen way before it happened. It happens. There is a signal that says we should short, yet I still don't short it because I'm live, I'm paying attention to something else, I forgot. So I just wanted to tell you that I'm pretty pissed at myself for not doing that. But of course, it's like a poker card. You just fold and then you move on. I just wanted to share with you that it's not only you who sometimes struggle. Now, if you look at these sell-offs, there's a very clear stand from the government.
Business.
Listen to this.
I was very concerned about peaked on DeepSeek Day. So that's a Mag 7 problem, not a MAGA problem.
Says all this is a Mag 7, Magnificent 7, 7 largest stocks in the United States problem. It's not a MAGA problem. It's not a Make America Great Again problem. What he means is that we don't care, bruv. We don't care. Yeah, the markets are down. They'll be fine. But it's not our problem. That's exactly what he means. Now, why do I think that we are going to bounce, and why do I think the bottom is in? Now, I've been tweeting about this for quite some time now. So if you scroll lower here, I'm not going to be able to find it now, most probably. But I tweeted and I said that the bottom is most likely in. I also said we're gonna pump source. Trust me, bro. That was pretty cool. Yesterday morning we did pump. But I said that I went long. Anyway, I said that we are going to see the bottom in. Call me crazy. The bottom is very, very close. Most cards are on the table. It might get a bit worse before it gets better. This was the bit worse, by the way. What happened now does not happen often 5 times in your life. If you are lucky, this is where generational wealth is made. Now, here's what I tweeted yesterday. I said skeletons are out of the closet. What do I mean by that? I mean this. The skeletons are out. We know these are the tariffs. We know this. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what the market wanted to know. Okay, what is going to happen? It's like a big ass slap. The first hit in a fight. Poof. When you get knocked out, you know exactly how it feels. I don't know if you did any martial arts, but when you get knocked out, that's the first thing. You feel, I'm knocked out. Now I understand what it is. That's the same thing here. We got the KO. There's nothing else to do just to stand up and move forward. So what I mean by the fact that the skeletons are out of the closet is very simple. Now we know exactly what is going to happen, and we can start from here. Why? Because again, if you read the thread here, if you read the thread and you scroll lower, he says this is a cap. As long as you don't retaliate, that's the ceiling. That means every tariff that we know now stays as it is, don't retaliate, and come talk to us. The countries will that we already see, yesterday talked about it, Mexico already stepping back, Israel already stepping back, Vietnam already stepping back. The EU is already reconsidering how to implement the tariffs. There is a bunch of countries that are already coming forward and saying, hey, let's start working on this because we want to make this happen. Canada stepping back. So why is this important? Is because markets don't like uncertainty. And now there is not much uncertainty. There is still uncertainty, but the uncertainty is whether they can negotiate it down to 25% or whether they can negotiate it down to 10%. Whether there will be an agreement fast or whether the agreement will be slow. But ultimately, there is no question that there are going to be agreements or that things will be as they are. This is why I do believe that everything that we've seen, the skeletons are out of closet. I do think that the bottom is in and negotiations will start. What do I mean by the bottom? Okay, this is what I want to talk about. The bottom means the daily low, in my opinion, is the bottom on this pullback. I don't think we're going lower. Now, can we? Yes. But ultimately, the risk reward here is just so good that I think it's worth starting taking long positions. Now, how do you take long positions? One, you can start a very low leverage position. You can put it down here. It's a 7% drop here, so it's a 15% drop on most tokens. Make sure that you actually take the total market cap as the benchmark for yourself. So don't take the stop loss based on the charts, but based on the total market cap. I do think that we are going to see a rally, potentially all the way up here to 3.1 trillion or 3 trillion-ish region into this zone, and then we're going to decide what we're going to do. But my stance for now is that the bottom is in here at 2.44 trillion on total market cap, and that we are going to see a rally and potentially see a sell-off from there, but we're going to take it level by level. I do think we can consolidate here, but I do not believe we are going to be below the 2.44 trillion. So ultimately, if you look at the 4-hour chart as well, it says the same story. You have a market structure shift on the higher on the 4-hour chart, and then you needed a reset, which what you got now. I've been saying this, that you got to get a 50% pullback. You got the 50% pullback. From there, you got a higher high. I do think actually that this low will hold, but I don't know exactly. Everything is going to play out, low liquidity weekend, but I do think that this low, even at 2.58, should hold. But even if it doesn't, it's fine, because the ultimate low, in my opinion, is in at 2.44 trillion. So how do I position myself? I'm in a long position. You can take multiple long positions. Now, what we usually do is that we usually jump on to the 100x club. You can go here and see there's a link in the description, by the way, but we usually jump onto the 100x club here, and I do a live show after every show here. Today is not going to happen because unfortunately accumulation, manipulation, I bring people up. You can ask your questions. Happens for a couple of reasons. I teach you how to trade live here on the show. But one of the biggest ones is, and then I run through your tokens as well. So like I run through all the tokens that you want as well. There's a link in the description, so make sure that you go and follow and subscribe to the 100x Club, because I'm going to jump on here every single day, ultimately sharing all my trades there. But what you have to know is that I do think that the bottom is in for all these reasons, and I do think that we are going to see some kind of relief rally continuing, and it is worth taking long positions. I will keep you updated on the 100x Club and on my X profile. Again, both are down in the description. Make sure to follow, turn on notifications, and subscribe. Also, I wanted to tell you, if you want a great exchange to trade with, I do recommend you check out Blowfin. There is a link in the description to Blowfin. There are two main reasons why you should do it. Three actually. A lot of reasons, but three. One, non-KYC, available worldwide, custodies at Fireblocks, meaning they don't keep your money on the exchange. If the exchange gets hacked, you don't lose your money. It's a very big advantage for me, and it's non-KYC. Second, extreme bonuses. As you see, even if you already signed up using my link, you can deposit and get a reward. For example, if you deposit $500, now you get $100 futures bonus. If you deposit $2,000, you get $200 already if you sign up. You don't have to sign up again. And if you're a new user, you can get $30 bonus if you deposit $50. I did that because a lot of you said, hey, I don't have thousands of dollars to deposit. $50, you almost get 100% on futures bonus. $300, you get 30%, $100. That's three. And the third reason is very simple. If you sign up to Blowfin using my link in the description, and if you hit 1 million trading volume in a month, you get into a raffle that I'm going to give away for people where you can get on with a 30-minute consultation with me. That means if you hit 1 million, you have to hit it once. If you hit 1 million, I will raffle every month. Maybe we'll do it every week. I don't know. We'll see. And then you have a chance of winning a consultation with me. It's a 30-minute call, Zoom call with me directly. I do think it's an incredible value, and all you have to do, sign up using the link in the description and trade on that link. It's very, very, very simple. Now, I want to address one more thing that is going around, and that is the WEEX fiasco or problem. For those of you who don't know, there was it says a scam week, but there was a week on WEEX again to 100,000 on Bitcoin, liquidating all positions. I was very sad to see this. I'll be very honest with you. When I saw this, I was like, this happened about a month ago, and it's a very similar situation. And I was very sad about it. And I was like, you know, ETH went down to like $8 or something like that. And now this is happening. And I talked to the team, our team, and I said, I'm very unhappy about this, because this means, you know, that it's, the people, I want you to know, everybody gets refunded. It's not a question. They paid out 6.5 million last time. They are going to refund everybody on every position. There is a link in the description. You can go there. You can check the Telegram. The team reacts nicely with this. You can go there. You will get refunded. That's not the problem. The problem is that you get these issues and you don't really know if it's going to happen all the time. And I have lost trust a little bit as well. And so I was telling the team, like, why is this happening? What is really going on? And they said, look, they are an up-and-coming exchange, and this happens with a lot of other exchanges. And I started looking into it. And if you look at it, and again, I'm not protecting VX. This is bad. This is bad. But I want you to hear me out here. This has happened. If you look at it in Bybit, 2020, ETH fell 50-60%. Bybit, one of the largest exchanges today, 50-60% in a week and went on. Then if you look at Binance, had a 3x, 300% pump on a token down. So these things do happen. Now, why do I say that? I say it because if you use an up-and-coming exchange, you get extreme benefits. For example, if you use VX, you get massive sign-up bonuses just by signing up to a non-KYC exchange. First of all, you can trade non-KYC. Second, you can get massive benefits. Third, you have 0% maker fees. That means if you take a limit order, you are not paying any fees. And you have to sacrifice that to some technical glitches that they're working their way through. So although I'm not happy about it, I do think that you have to make a decision. And because they refund everybody, it's not about your funds are not safe, or, you know, happily, it's not about security. It's not about you losing your funds. You will be refunded, but it's a little bit of pain in the ass to have these teething problems in an exchange that is up and coming, that we've seen with Binance, that we've seen with Bybit. The question is, what do you want to do? So my honest recommendation is, I am going to still use WEEX, but I am going to keep in mind the fact that I can see these weeks happening. I can see technical glitches happening, and what you have to wait is it worth for you to trade 0% maker fees and possibly get something like this that you get refunded on, which is a pain in the ass. You have to figure that out yourself and just see how it works for you. But one thing is sure, if you have been impacted, they are prioritizing our community. So go down, there is a link in the description. They will make sure to, you can connect them on Telegram, and they will make sure to refund every loss that you have incurred if you have. Guys, this was it. I truly appreciate every single one of you for spending these 20 minutes with me. Let me know in the comment if you have any questions, because I can't read the comments now. If you have questions, I'm going to be in there in the live chat as well, but also in the comment section below. So make sure to pop it in there. I will reply. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, I will see you live tomorrow. Until then, take care, have fun, and I'll see you next one. I'll see you in the next one. Check out these 2 videos and subscribe and do all that stuff. And follow me on X and turn notifications. See ya.